Major Brendan Davey with the New Hampshire State Police Operations Bureau. I'm joined here by Chief LaBelle of the Raymond Police Department and members of other local, federal, and county law enforcement officers. We're here to give an update on the ongoing search for an armed subject wanted for shooting a law enforcement officer earlier this afternoon. First and foremost, we want to give our best wishes to the officer who was shot this afternoon, and we offer all of our support to him and to his family. Just after 1:30 p.m. today, law enforcement was called to a home on Ham Road for reports of a man who's shooting at his family members. Officers responded, and upon making contact, were fired upon by the subject, at which point an officer with the Nottingham Police Department was struck. He suffered serious but non-life-threatening injuries and was transported to a local hospital. His name is being withheld at this time, pending the ongoing investigation. The gunman ran from that scene into a wooded area, and additional law enforcement personnel responded to set a perimeter around that area in an effort to contain the suspect. Our search area is focused to a large parcel of wooded land, bounded generally by Ham Road, Nottingham Road, also known as Route 156, Route 27, and Blake Road in Epping. Scores of law enforcement resources are in the area, and the manhunt is very active and will remain so until the suspect is taken into custody. We can now announce that we have identified the suspect. He is Matthew J. Massey. He's 38 years old. He's from Raymond, New Hampshire. He's a white male, 5 feet 11 inches tall, 202 pounds, with black hair and hazel eyes. We have his photograph here, and we'd like for you and the public to be familiarized with this gentleman. He was last known to be on foot and was armed with a long gun. Anyone who sees a subject matching this description in the area of concern or anywhere within reach of a few hours of walking on foot should call 911 immediately. Again, he is to be considered armed and dangerous, and we would ask that no one from the public take any direct action with him and instead call law enforcement. We know this incident's caused anxiety in the public, and we want everyone to be assured that we're utilizing all available resources, which are substantial, to take this suspect into custody. Numerous resources from the New Hampshire State Police, including our Investigative Services Bureau, tactical resources, and scores of federal, county, and local law enforcement agencies have been deployed to assist in this active operation. It's all hands on deck, and it will remain ongoing until we have this suspect in custody. We're continuing to ask residents in the area of concern to shelter in place. Ensure your vehicles and your homes are locked, keys are taken inside, and maintain a level of heightened awareness. We're asking all others to avoid the area. We've set up a tip line. The number for our tip line, if you have information that would lend to the resolution of this event and solution to the investigation, we'd certainly appreciate that. The number is 603-628-8477. That spells out 603 MCU TIPS for our major crime unit. That's 603-628-8477. This line's for information that will help us to solve the case, to locate the suspect. It's not for an imminent threat. If something goes on at your house, you call 911. So far, we've issued various forms of public messaging, including our social media, reverse 911, and emergency mobile alerts. We'll continue to use those platforms, and we appreciate the support of the media in helping us to get the word out on this dangerous individual. Please continue to follow our social media and know that you can call 911, the TIPS line, or New Hampshire State Police Headquarters at 603-223-4381 at any time. And that's the information we have.
Major, do you believe that the suspect is still in the area? And also, how difficult is it now, because it's nighttime, to look for the suspect? You know, you had 4 or 5 hours while it was light out. Will you be using thermal imaging from the helicopter, or how do you go through the night?
Sure. We'll be using every means necessary, including technological animals. Obviously, we have canines at our disposal. We have aerial assets as well, and we'll be bringing every resource to bear.
Major, we spoke with the mother of the suspect, and she told us that For days, she's been telling local authorities that her son was armed and dangerous and set fire to their home and was on the run, and that not enough local resources were allocated to find him. Do you have any comment on that?
Actually, for that, I would defer to the chief. Chief, if you have a comment on that?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Yeah, the Raymond Police Department has been aware of this individual based off of an incident that occurred 2 days ago. Since that time, we've been working feverishly with other agencies in attempting to locate him. We followed up several leads to include yesterday deploying the Special Operations Unit in an area where we thought he may be. Unfortunately, that led us to nothing until today when we got some more solid information.
She mentioned that drones were being used as a part of that search. Is that correct? What sort of resources were being used by your department to try to find him?
Yeah, that is correct. The same sort of resources that we have deployed right now. Drones, Special Operations Unit, and mutual aid agencies.
Chief, can you confirm what the mother said, that he actually did try to set the home on fire? Is that what you were told initially as well?
So based on a prior investigation from 2 days ago, we do have active felony warrants for this gentleman based on that incident.
That fire?
Correct.
Do you believe he intentionally set that fire?
We don't know that yet.
Can you say how he got that long gun?
We're not sure yet.
We saw the big police presence that was there today. Do you have a number of how many departments or approximately how many officers were there today?
I wish I could give you a number, but I don't. We have deployed all hands on deck, as the major said.
Chief, can you help us understand, so when your officers in Nottingham arrived on the scene today, he was shooting from inside the house, were arriving officers being met by gunfire? Can you sort of elaborate on how that all happened?
So I can't confirm that. That's still part of the active investigation. What I can say is that officers were setting up a perimeter when some of the action occurred.
And they began dodging bullets?
I'm not sure. I wasn't on scene at the time.
Do one more question?
Can you share anything about the officer that was injured? Is he a veteran of the force? Is he a rookie, anything like that?
So he is an officer with the Nottingham, New Hampshire Police Department, and he is a veteran officer.
Thanks, everyone.
Can we just get their name, the spellings of their names, both of them? That's okay, I'm sorry.
Sure. My name is Chief Michael LaBelle, L-A-B-E-L-L. Thank you.
My name is Brendan Davey, and that's B-R-E-N-D-A-N. Last name is spelled D-A-V-E-Y.
Invasion?
Thank you.
Thank you.